Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Azira binti Mat Sharif. I'm from University Science Islam Malaysia USIM. Today I would like to share with you my research presentation titled YouTube as e-business platform and understanding the impact of hijab tutorial among Muslim, hijab and non-hijab female in Klang Valley. So for the discussion for this presentation, I will cover introduction, purpose and study rationale, methodology, further discuss in terms of the study area, sampling as well as samples, result and conclusion. In the introduction, okay, YouTube becoming the most popular social media platform for almost anything from personal to business. For personal, content provider, or also known as YouTuber, created video to promote something, either themselves or activities such as singing, acting, painting, creativity, thoughts, story, camping, writing, education, and many more. As for business purposes, the YouTube platform is popular with young adults entrepreneurs who have started their business on Facebook, Instagram, and now connected to YouTube. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to understand the impact of YouTube among the Muslim, hijab and non-hijab female in Klang Valley, Malaysia. So, what will be the study rationale for this research? There is two study rationale. Number one is specifically to understand the reason why they decided to change their way of wearing hijab. For example, from triangle bowel to stylish shawl. Number two, to specifically understand the video's elements that influence their decisions. So, study area, sampling and samples. The research conducted at public places such as cafeteria, university and shopping mall. Sampling methods, convenient as well as purposive, because focuses on hijab and non-hijab Muslim female. And the informants were among young and adults female age range from 18 to 35 years old. For this research, qualitative in-depth interview were applied. A total of 8 informants were involved. In this research, I decided to use social learning theory as a guideline to collect data. Before the interview session, the informant being explained about the study. So a brief about the social learning theory. So, social learning theory is a theory introduced by Bandura in 1977. This theory actually is intended to study about the habit, the attitude, as well as the emotion of a person. So, this theory also describes human behavior in terms of continuous mutual between cognitive, behavioral, and environmental factors. The original of this theory, actually they have 4 key constructs, but for this study I decided to use only 3 key constructs because I think that these 3 key constructs is much more relevant to my study. So that 3 key constructs is or should I say attention, recall and motivation. Okay, so for the key construct number 1, which is the attention, there are 5 sub-key constructs that I use for this study. Number 1 is distinctiveness. This actually referred to the uniqueness and the quality of product via YouTube videos. Number 2 is the effective valence. This actually referred to the core component of all emotional experience. Number 3 is functional value, which is actually referred to the value is what an offer does. And number 4 is the sensory ability, more towards to focus. It's via vision as well as hearing. And number 5 is arousal level, which is referred to the excitement. Key construct number 2 is recall. And under recall, there are 3 sub-key construct. Number 1 is symbolic coding, referred to the setting, acting, and color. Number 2 is cognitive organization, referred to judgment and decisions. And number 3 is symbolic rehearsal, referred to imitation and practices. And third key construct, which is motivation. Under motivation, there is 2 sub-key construct. Number 1 is motives, referred to the referred to the reason to change. Number 2 is expectation, referred to anticipating or looking forward to. Okay, this is basically a diagram of social learning theory of all 3 social learning theory variables, and then contributed to the YouTube impact. For the results, the first key construct under attention, for this thing, the sub-key construct, okay, number 1 is distinctiveness. The informants agree that all 4 videos have their own unique selling proposition. Unique selling proposition meaning that they have their own uniqueness in terms of hijab tutorial. Number 2, effective valence. The informant agree that they experience emotional moments, such as they feel very confident, and then sometimes they feel quite they feel very happy. They also feel envy, because the models are very beautiful. Okay, functional value. The informants agree that all 4 videos provide their needs and wants. For example, comfortable in terms of wearing the hijab, look elegant, even though wearing instant hijab, and above all, the hijab do not look cheap. Does not look cheap. Sorry. And then sensory ability. The informants agree that they could focus thoroughly because of the model conducted the tutorial very persuasively. And then last key construct for attention, arousal level. The informant agreed that they were very excited to try the new style based on all 4 videos. Second key construct, recall. Under the key construct recall, the sub key construct symbolic coding. The informant agreed that all 4 videos were very well arranged and organized by the owner, with models' outfit, makeup, acting, and background color, and position of the videos, the angles of the camera. Number 2 is cognitive organization. All informants immediately responded to all 4 videos positively, and straight away they decided to try it out. I mean to say that the new style. And number 3, symbolic rehearsal. All informant agree that they would try to imitate and practice to wear new hijab style. And last key construct, which is number 3, motivation. Okay, the sub key construct number 1, motives. The informant agreed that all 4 videos provide motivations, such as they are looking for quick and pinless shawls or instant bawal or instant shawl. At the same time, they look elegant, sophisticated, and also beautiful. As such, they were up for a change. Number 2 is expectation. The informant hoped that the changes will provide positive feedback from friends, spouse, as well as family. Also, when they apply to new style, it will maintain the excitement of wearing the hijab. So the impact of YouTube study rationale, point 1. Okay, there are 5 points. Number 1 is the informant agreed that they wanted to change their current style to new style, because they want to change, but somehow they couldn't find a purpose to change. Number 2, the informant agree that nobody actually care or pay attention to the way they look, and even the spouse does not motivate them to change. Number 3, the informant agree that they were afraid to change because they might humiliate themselves, and some of the informants mentioned that they have low self-esteem. Number 4, the informant agree that the researcher play the role to motivate them to change, meaning the researcher and the videos somehow boost their confidence to change. And the point number 5, the informants agree that they were always thinking about changing the style, but they do not have the nerve to change. So impact of a YouTube study rationale. Point 2, what are the elements that of video that influence their decision? Number 1 would be definitely the model, because the model is so beautiful. The way the model dress is so elegant, so nice, so pretty. Okay, and then the model's body language also very, we call it very natural. Okay, the model's facial expression from the beginning up until the end of the video, the model actually or we call it the model always smiling, and then the way model are acting are so naturally, and then the way the model explain is so persuasive. The video setting, the angle, okay, the camera angle, the zoom in, the zoom out, very smooth, and then the element of slow motion also play an important role to influence their decision. The number 3 is the background of the video. Definitely most of the video actually using the background color of white, and then it's very clean, very nice, very well organized. Okay, and then point number 4, the way the model demonstrated the hijab tutorial, very convincing and promising. Convincing in this context is very satisfying, and promising in this context is very encouraging. Also, the background music influenced their decision, and last but not least is the model looks professional. That is another reason influence their decision. So basically, this is the new diagram after the results. They changed new style of wearing hijab. Okay, in conclusion, YouTube is not only popular but also a platform or a tools for business, because it can influence a person to buy the product. Should I say that YouTube becoming very important in terms of in the business world. Okay, no doubt that more entrepreneurs decided to use YouTube as their business platform, because it is not only allow user to not only view but also rating, sharing, comments on video, and even subscribe to their channel. And a wide variety of user generated and business digital content is also supported. Therefore, as user post content, they conducted an indirect promotional or marketing strategy. So this is my reference, and thank you very much. Have a nice day.